This is the Professor, CBMG PhD, and today is Saturday, October 12th, 2024. It is 9:02 and 41 seconds, p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is my study on ufology, so let's hop to it here. NICAP is a non-profit organization, incorporated in the District of Columbia in 1956. Our main goals and purposes are scientific investigation and research of reported unidentified flying objects, and encouragement of full reporting to the public by responsible authorities of all information which the government has accumulated on this subject. The U.S. Air Force is charged with the official investigation of UFOs, but has practiced an intolerable degree of secrecy, keeping the public in the dark about the amount and possible significance of UFO evidence. Therefore, we have urged congressional hearings to help clarify the evidence and encourage a full scientific review, with the public being kept fully informed. NICAP policy is set by a board of governors and carried out by the executive staff. Investigations are carried out by subcommittee field units, especially trained and equipped personnel. Affiliates in 4 states also assist with investigations and public relations work. Panels of special advisors assist with evaluations of data. The executive staff are the only salaried employees. NICAP is supported by membership fees and donations. Associate membership is $5 covering 6 issues with a membership bulletin. The UFO Investigator publishes approximately bi-monthly. Members assist with the investigation on their own initiative by submitting newspaper clippings, first-hand reports, and other leads to information. The current membership is approximately 5,000 coverings of all 50 states and about 25 foreign countries. A panel of foreign advisors, including lawyers, engineers, and other professionals, aids in data gathering on a worldwide basis. NICAP has a secondary interest in all aerial phenomena and has contributed to scientific studies of meteors and ice falls. Data has been furnished to the American Meteor Society, various college and university departments, individual scientists, and to many hundreds of students at all levels. A recently formed NICAP Youth Council is encouraging young people to pursue a scientific interest in UFOs, aerial phenomena, and space travel. Various beliefs and attitudes have been attributed to NICAP enormously by some of our opponents in the past several years, that we are engaged in a vendetta against the Air Force for purposes of sensationalism, that we accuse the Air Force of being involved in a vast conspiracy, sometimes it is said on an international scale, to suppress the public proof of the reality of extraterrestrial visitations, etc. These are irresponsible distortions of our views. We are presenting serious documented facts as evidence of an important phenomenon, the reality of which is denied by the Air Force. We are dissenting from the official Air Force position. A phrase coined by the NICAP director, the silence group, has been misused by people on both sides of the issue. The term was used to apply to one faction within the Air Force which favors suppression of UFO information from the public. We have no quarrel with the Air Force and its important mission of national defense. Our criticisms are directed entirely at its allegedly scientific investigations of UFOs and public information policies on the same subject. If the United States Marine Corps were responsible for the UFO investigation and handled it in the same manner, we would criticize its policies on the subject for the very same reasons. It is claimed that the reality of UFOs has been disproved, but we are asked to accept this conclusion on authority alone, without access to the data which would allow independent evaluation by the scientific community. We are asked to accept this conclusion in the face of evidence such as contained in this report, which has often been explained in strange ways. Merely on the basis of examining the explanations advanced by the Air Force for specific cases, one can find substantial reason to question the scientific adequacy of the official investigation. This has nothing to do with the motivation of the investigators, who no doubt are perfectly honest and sincere. Science requires free and open discourse among scientists, individual initiative, and an atmosphere of inquiry not restricted by arbitrary regulations. Virtually all the Air Force analysis have been conducted in secrecy, affording the scientific community, as a whole, no opportunity to cross-check and review the methods and reasoning used. Only end results have been released to the public, and often without explanation. These have been counted to fact. Although a large percentage of reported UFOs can be explained in terms of conventional objects and events, the residual unexplained cases constitute a separate and important problem. The word UFO hereafter refers to the residual cases. These UFOs have proved to be a consistent phenomenon, with significant new reports made each year. A large number of the reports come from reputable and competent observers, honest and intelligent citizens. Given the evidence in this report, it is a responsible hypothesis that the unexplained UFOs are real physical objects rather than the result of imagination, hallucination, illusion, or delusion, artificial rather than purely natural, such as meteorological and astronomical phenomena, under the control, piloted, or remote, of living beings. To date, serious scientific attention to UFOs has been limited by several factors, including the Air Force practice of artificially reducing the significance of the data through the use of counter-to-fact explanations of sightings and issuance of misleading statistics. The Air Force practice of implying through its public relations program that all available information has been disseminated and there is no need for further investigation. The lack of governmental recognition through the Congress or the executive branch that a scientific problem exists, which ought to be thoroughly probed. We believe the following steps should be taken to rectify an unsatisfactory situation. 1. The evidence in the Air Force files after deletion of legitimate security information, such as data concerning the capabilities of radar, should be made freely available to any interested citizens. 2. There should be a congressional inquiry into the Air Force's Project Blue Book to establish a. The amount and kind of UFO information in the files, and whether all significant non-security data has been made public. B. The scientific adequacy of the investigation, whether there has been a consistently objective scientific study of the evidence or whether it has been erratic and influenced negatively by high-level policy decisions, lack of funds, or other factors. The foremost question which remains is, what are the UFOs? The importance of these objects, if the above hypothesis is correct, is readily apparent. In order to settle this question, we strongly recommend that a much larger scale and more thorough scientific investigation be undertaken. And this is Professor Christopher, codename Will, leader of research scientist ufologist, computer technician, computer programmer, philanthropist, writer, mathematician, artist, photographer, film producer, chef, animal, and nature lover, passion, world peace. And this video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day. This is the Professor, CBMG, PhD, and today's Saturday, October 12, 2024.